Hello, third grade sleuth hounds. My name is Mrs. Nikki Sawyers, and I teach third grade reading at Bluegrass Elementary. I am so excited to be reading and writing with you today. I want to give a shout out though to my team, my Sawyer Sweeties. Hello, Sawyer Sweeties. I miss you. Let's go ahead and get started. If this video is hard to understand, there's a few things you can try. 1. Turn on closed captions if available. 2. Adjust the playback speed to slow down the video. 3. Consider watching short clips, then pause, listen, and watch again. 4. Ask someone in your home to watch the video with you. Stop frequently and talk to your partner about what you heard and understood. Now, sleuth hounds, let's look at what we will be doing together. Today we will reread the passage, "The Wettest Place on Earth," so we can discuss what makes Mount Waialeale unique. We will know we have it when we can write a paragraph explaining its uniqueness. Are you ready, sleuth hounds? Before we begin though, let's review a little. Read with me. Hi, sleuth hounds. In this unit, you will be looking for clues about how something is one of a kind. Here are some sleuth tips to help you. Be unique. Let's check out the sleuth tips. Gather evidence. How do sleuths remember clues? Sleuths don't expect to remember everything they read and see. They write down important details. Sleuths might make a list or draw a picture to help them remember clues. So take a minute and make sure you have something to take notes on and something to write with today. Ask questions. Why do sleuths ask questions? Sleuths ask questions to gather facts and details about a topic. Sleuths ask questions to make everyone think harder or differently. So get ready to ask questions and use your thinking brain. Make your case. How do sleuths disagree with other sleuths? Sleuths know that everyone is unique and that not everyone will agree. They want to hear lots of ideas. Sleuths discuss clues with others to find areas of agreement. So sleuth hounds, remember that everyone will not always think the same, and that's okay. Prove it. What do sleuths think about before they share? Sleuths review what they have learned before they present it. Sleuths consider what is most important to include and what can be left out. Sleuth hounds, let's work together to prove our ideas. Are you ready? Let's go. Last week we read "The Wettest Place on Earth." Let's look at our essential question for the story. What makes nature's record holders unique? Well, first, what does unique mean? Unique means being the only one of its kind or unlike anything else. A person, place, or thing can be unique. I've included a few pictures of unique places: the tallest mountain, most active volcano, and the tallest waterfall. Would you agree that these places are one of a kind, unlike anything else, or in other words, unique? Yes, me too. Let's now focus on why Mount Waialeale is unique. We learned last week that Mount Waialeale is a record holder for being one of the wettest places on Earth. Do you think holding this record is unique? Mrs. Buchanan challenged us last week to make a brochure for Mount Waialeale. I think that sounds like a lot of fun. To do this successfully, though, we will need text information about our unique record holder and pictures. Let's focus on our text information first. Let's set a purpose for our reread of the passage. I like to think about this in the form of a question, like our daily quick writes. Why is Mount Waialeale unique? Use evidence from the text to support your ideas. Sleuth hounds, I know you remember quick writes. Are you ready to reread and take notes? I will give you a minute to get ready. You will need your story, the wettest place on earth, a pencil, and something to write on if you have it handy. Okay, you ready? Let's read the title together. The wettest place on earth. Great job. Now let's reread this first section together. Remember, as we are rereading, we are looking for clues or evidence to prove Mount Waialeale is unique. Are we ready, sleuth hounds? Okay, follow along. Olivia and her family were on vacation in Hawaii. They were staying on the island of Kauai. Today, they were taking a helicopter tour of the island. They would be flying over its jagged mountains and steep cliffs. Olivia couldn't wait to see Mount Waialeale. That means rippling waters in Hawaiian. Waialeale is one of the wettest places on earth because of the amount of rain it gets. It gets more than 450 inches, 1,143 centimeters a year. There is a small lake at the top of an extinct volcano. Now let's take a moment to think. Did you find any evidence to prove our mountain is unique? Let's look together. I see jagged mountains and steep cliffs. This sounds unique to me. Is this unique? Yes, okay. I see rippling waters. I know this is part of the definition. I think that's unique too. I see wettest place on earth. This is in our title too. I think this must be an important and unique fact. More than 450 inches. Numbers stand out as unique facts usually. Readers notice numbers. I think that's unique too. A small lake at the top of an extinct volcano. Yes, I agree. That's unique. Now, sleuth hounds, do you remember the sleuth tips? It said it was okay if we have different ideas. So make sure to underline or write down your evidence too. Now we need to look at the next paragraph. Take a minute and reread the paragraph. Remember, we are looking for evidence that proves Mount Waialeale is unique. You can read in your head, whisper read, read out loud, or read to someone in the room. Go ahead and read, sleuth hounds. Sleuth hounds, are you ready? Okay, let's go ahead and start. What unique facts did you find? Well, I found lush green forest. Do you agree? For plants to be lush and green, I know there must be plenty of water. I also found rain gauge. That's an important tool for scientists to use to prove the mountain is one of the wettest in the world. I also found the sides of the old volcano are very steep and slippery. I know water makes things slippery, so I can assume the volcano is slippery due to the rainfall. Did you find any other evidence? If you did, make sure to underline or write down your evidence. Let's take a minute to read our last section, sleuth hounds. Go ahead. Okay, sleuth hounds, what did you find? Well, I found wettest place on earth again. This must be a very important fact. The author used it in the title and twice in the passage. Did you find anything else? Did you find any other ways to prove Mount Waialaealea is unique? Make sure to underline or write down all of your evidence. Now that we have reread our passage, let's look back at our notes. Sleuth hounds, everyone have their notes? Okay, here are the notes we took together. Let's read through them. Jagged mountains and steep cliffs, rippling waters, wettest place on earth, more than 450 inches of rain a year, small lake, extinct volcano, lush green forest, rain gauge, old volcano, steep and slippery, wettest place on earth. Sleuth hounds, these are all great facts about Mount Waialaealea. But now we need to find the facts that prove Mount Waialaealea is unique. We cannot include all of our facts. Now let's look. I think the most important fact is the wettest place on earth. This is in the title and twice in the passage. Let's start with that fact. Now, what other facts can help us prove this? More than 450 inches of rain a year. This gives us a number we can prove our point with. What else? I know if a mountain is lush and green, that is evidence there is water. I also like rain gauge. This is a tool that is used to prove Mount Waialaealea gets a lot of rain. I might also try to use old volcano, steep and slippery. I think that gives us a great picture of what it looks like with all the water. I think these are the facts I'm going to try and use in my paragraph for my brochure. Will you help me write my paragraph? Now, sleuth hounds, help me out. What do I need to start with for a paragraph? Yes, a topic sentence. I must use a topic sentence so my readers will know the focus of my paragraph. My question is, why is Mount Waialaealea unique? How can I restate this? Let's try Mount Waialaealea is a very unique mountain. Sleuth hounds, what do I do next? Yes, important details. That is why we took our notes. Let's look at how I put our notes together in complete sentences. Remember to always use punctuation after each complete thought. Okay, here goes. It is called one of the wettest places on Earth. There are more than 450 inches of rainfall a year. Imagine that! Scientists use a rain gauge to measure the rainfall. The forest is green and lush because of all the water. It is a very slippery hike up the volcano because of the rain. What's next? Can I end this way? No, I need an ending. Remember, we need to restate the topic of our paragraph and close everything up for our readers. Here's mine. Visiting a unique place like Mount Waialeale would be the trip of a lifetime. Will everyone's paragraph look alike? No, and that's okay. We are all unique and we need to show that in our writing too. Let's read through our paragraph we wrote together. One more time. Follow along with me. Mount Waialeale is a very unique mountain. It is called one of the wettest places on Earth. There are more than 450 inches of rainfall a year. Imagine that! Scientists use a rain gauge to measure the rainfall. The forest is green and lush because of all of the water. It is a very slippery hike up the steep volcano because of the rain. Visiting a unique place like Mount Waialeale would be the trip of a lifetime. What do you think? Yes, thank you. Look at some of the pictures I found of Mount Waialeale. Do you think they show the mountain as unique? I think so. I might include these in my brochure along with a drawing of Mount Waialeale. What do you think? Let's go ahead and let's look back at our list. Sleuth Hounds, let's check and make sure we completed everything we needed to do today. First, today we will reread the passage, "The wettest place on earth." Yes, we did that. So we can discuss what makes Mount Waialeale unique. Did we do this? Yes, we did. We will know we have it when we can write a paragraph explaining its uniqueness. Did we do that, Sleuth Hounds? Yes, thank you, Sleuth Hounds, we did. Challenge time. Now pick another unique location to write about. This could even be your school. Write a paragraph about your unique location. Remember to include details to support why this is a unique location. Add pictures to support your writing. Third grade Sleuth Hounds, thank you for reading and writing with me today. You did an excellent job. Happy reading.